Hi, I'm Jeff Vega, the host of Minority Voice. Today we have a special presentation by a speaker who attended the Time to Stand event.
Let's try one more time. How are we today, Livonia? All right, guys. As I keep on speaking, you will be hearing a different kind of accent. So just letting you guys know, I flew all the way from Australia, right? Because I heard and I know that Americans have fire. So let's try one more time. How are we today, Livonia? Man, that air ticket was worth it. All right, so let me just introduce myself to you. My name is Norita, and yes, I flew here all the way from Australia. Thank you. And there were numerous challenges to get me here. I had to apply for visas, travel exemptions, and vaccines. But hang on a second, let me finish. But thanks to the divine interventions, all my challenges were lifted. And guess what? Here I am, not vaccinated. So I really thank you. The divine support. I am supported to reading here. So you might be asking, why am I here? Why is the girl from the down under here? What is she doing here? So I am here because I'm a brain injury survivor, and I'm also a heart business strategist. So what does that mean, heart business strategist? Many years ago, I started a brand called Strive and Thrive after the loss of a friend to suicide. Through that brand, I use the power of social media and technology to grow the brand and use the power of social media, which I love a lot. How do you guys say it? A lot? Yeah. So I love social media and technology a lot because it has helped me to spread the message of resilience and my story of overcoming my brain injury. So social media has helped me make an impact in the world so much because it is so powerful. However, things changed last year. Last year, our social media platforms that have, I would say, changed lives big time, were challenged. Our social media platforms were canceled. I get really emotional when I talk about this. Our social media platforms were canceled, we were banned, we were shut down because we express our views that are not in line with their narratives. And it really upsets me because I work with conscious leaders, soul prayers, change makers, people who are making an impact to change this world. People who believe that life is not just about you. Life is about humanity. And we spend hours and years on our social media platforms, and when just because we view some truth, our truth, that they do not agree, and they shut us down, boom, just like that. And that was when I started to feel like, man, there is an invisible zip on my mouth because I wasn't able to express my heart, my truth. Not everybody's going to agree with my truth, but that's my truth. And that really upsets me, and it triggered me and brought me back to some unpleasant past. Because you see, people like us, people that do what I do, it's not easy to be standing here. It's not easy to come on social media and put ourselves out there. It's not easy. But with courage and the belief that we are making a difference gives us the strength and the courage to do what we do. And it was easy when we have the freedom to express our truth, to express the message that we want to. So not being able to do that really upsets me. And that brought back to some, past. You see, when I was a kid, I've always been a kid who questioned everything. And I was born in Singapore, and I question a lot, okay? And my mom used to say to me, don't ask too many questions, just do as you're told. And I said to my mom, but you can't expect me to just follow blindly, even though some things doesn't make sense. And then I remember when I was a teenager, a family member told me, Norita, with an unfiltered mouth like that, you're gonna land yourself in serious trouble because you're not supposed to say certain things that you're saying about Singapore at that time. So I knew that I was living in a country that has no freedom, that restrict me from, expressing my truth and my questions. So that was when I first started to get attracted to America. Because you know why? Because America was known to be the land of freedom. So, since I was a teenager, I saved money. I managed to get an air ticket and a few opportunities. I flew to US, 1999. Please don't try to guess how old I am now. So in 1999, I flew to US. Unfortunately, that move wasn't permanent. I came back to Singapore, not happy after getting the taste of America. And from Singapore, I moved to New Zealand in search of that land of freedom. Living there nearly 10 years, we had an earthquake, I was injured, moved to Australia because Australia was known to be a free country, right? So Australia has been my home for the last 10 over years. So, what is happening now, apart from the cancel culture that upsets me? I try to limit myself to go to Rumble, to go to YouTube, because it just breaks my heart to see what is happening in Australia now. So I came from a place called Perth, Western Australia, which is down under the down under. So we are still lucky enough that we're not affected as bad as New South Wales and Victoria, where they had been in lockdown since last year. And yeah, forced lockdowns, I'm just going to tell you a bit because it's just a lot. Forced lockdowns, forced masks on kids, forced vaccines. And if you go on YouTube and Rumble, you just do a search and you will see videos of how the police brutality treating the people just simply because they do not wear masks on stage. So are we okay with this? No, we're not okay with this. And that's the reason why I'm here standing in America with Australia asking from you, America, you gotta get this right. Yeah! Because if you don't get it right, the whole world will be game over. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this presentation. And as always, remember, Joshua 24:15.